Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is very special because this is my official 1000 subscriber special. I don't have any confetti with me. I'll try something. There might be some sound effects. Anyway, it has taken me a while to get to this video just because I've been very busy. I recently got a new job and yeah, things have just been busy, to be honest, so sorry about that. I honestly cannot thank you enough. It has been really cool. I know some people might think that 1000 is not a lot, but to me that is a lot. I was shocked when I got 100 subscribers and that doesn't feel like very long ago. So 1000 is mind-blowing to me, so thank you very much. So today, if you have seen my last video, you know what we're doing today. We are going to be doing a little Q&A, which I'm very excited for. I put out a video almost exactly a week ago asking for some questions. I have them here. I'm gonna read out usernames. I hope you guys don't mind. I want to give you guys a little bit of a shout out for commenting on my stuff, just supporting me, or even just submitting questions. Even if you're not subscribed, thank you if you submitted questions. That is really great of you, so thank you. Let's just jump into the questions. So, okay, I'm excited. I'm nervous as well. This is my first ever Q&A. So the first questions comes from Binomorph, who asked, "What's your favorite goth band? And tips for people thinking of dyeing their hair." Ooh. My favorite goth band is Lebanon Hanover. This is Lebanon Hanover, Let Them Be Alien. It is a really good album. I really like this one. I just love their stuff because they're more recent-ish. I think these albums are from 2011, but they've got a lot of the elements of older goth music, so it's a good mix. I really like them. And tips for people thinking of dyeing their hair. My biggest advice is just do your research and do what makes you happy. Think about it realistically, think if you can achieve what you want at home, because sometimes it really is better to just go to a professional, because it's not worth risking damaging your own hair. If you don't feel comfortable enough to do it yourself, definitely get the help of a professional. Or call in a friend, sometimes that helps too. Next question comes from Kel Sharp. She is so sweet. She's so nice. Their question was, what made you want to begin YouTube/content creating, and what are your overall goals for this channel/journey? Which is a very good question. Honestly, I've always wanted to do YouTube since I was a kid. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be a goth YouTuber. I really did want to do it at some point, but I was too anxious. I was way too nervous. I did not want people finding me. Honestly, YouTube was the one place where none of my friends have me. No one in my life, apart from my dad. He usually watches my videos. Hi, Dad. So I uploaded some shorts on YouTube and I loved it. I felt really cool. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And no one can find it and make fun of me. It's just total random people, which is fine. And I just got more confident and here we are. So yeah. My overall goals for this channel, I just want to have a nice space where people feel safe, and I just want to create a nice space on the internet. Next question is from Yobanashi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They said, have you ever been judged for being goth/alternative? Absolutely, yes. I have faced a lot of shit from people. When I was 15, 16, people would shout things at me at school. I remember getting surrounded by kids and them asking very invasive, weird questions. So yeah, I have faced a lot of shit for being a goth, unfortunately, but you just kind of expect it when you live somewhere like the UK. I definitely have been judged for being alternative in my life. This next question was very interesting to me, and it's from Shivam Shukla 66, and they asked, why do you do this goth stuff, and what exactly is this goth stuff? Do you do it to look cool, or is there some career in it? I have no idea about goth. Very good question. Goth for me, and goth in general really, is just a subculture. It is not just a fashion, it's a music. it's a music subculture, that's the word I'm looking for. It's hard to describe, but goth is like a lifestyle, and yeah, it's just something I enjoy. It's something that is me. Like, this is just who I am. Like, I wouldn't feel happy if I was normal, you know what I mean? I just like looking like this. This makes me happy, this makes me feel pretty, this makes me enjoy life a little bit more. So that is the only reason I do it. I wish there was a career in being a goth, but unfortunately not. And I hope I look cool, but I don't do it to look cool. The next question was from Zek2006, and they asked me what my favourite Cradle of Filth album is. I have never listened to Cradle of Filth, so I can't comment on that. Thank you so much for asking me a question. I'm sorry I couldn't answer it, but yeah, I've never listened to them, so sorry. This next set of questions is quite a long one, but I really appreciate people having so many questions to ask me. It's from Low Quality Horror, and they asked how old I am and where I'm from. I'm 19 and I am from Scotland. Is there other subcultures you're interested in or like to learn about? I'm goth, but I also enjoy looking into like metal and emo and scene and things like that. I take inspiration from like all sorts, so yeah, I really enjoy other subcultures like that. They asked, who is your favourite YouTuber? At the moment, maybe Ellen or Neil. I watch her videos a lot. I found her through Jack Manifold because they go out. I really like commentary channels like George Mumulus, Willany, James Marriott. I really like them. I was literally just watching a Jack Manifold video before I started this video. I'm not generally a fan of like true crime, but she does it in such a good way that I can't stop watching her videos. It's really great. So yeah, I like them a lot. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a brother. I have an older brother. He's like 3 years older than me. We get along now. We didn't when we were kids, but now we are like besties. Don't know what this is. Do you ever get bored being goth every day? Genuine question, lol. No, I really don't get bored being goth every day. Like I said, goth is like a lifestyle, so I don't get bored of it. This is just my life. This is just how I look. I mean, I don't look like this all the time. Even on more casual days, I still get kind of dressed up. I wear a lot of jewellery. I wear a lot of earrings, you know. My hair is always in goth mode. So yeah, I never get bored of it. I don't think I ever will. They also ask, can goth people find each other and do activities together? Yeah, like, I personally have never really found any fellow like proper like goth people where I am, but I do know in like other countries or other places in the UK, you know, there's like different like sort of gothic clubs, pubs, things like that, or even just events. There's like big goth meets where people hang out, which is really cool, but personally I've never experienced that. They asked, what do you think of horror movies and games? If so, what are your faves? I'm not super duper keen on horror movies. Like, I've watched the classics, but they're okay. I don't really have a favourite. Horror games, I don't really play them, but I like watching people play horror games. I like the ones by Chilla's Art, I think they're called. They're really cool. Jacksepticeye played a lot of them. Jack Manifold's played quite a few as well. The two Jacks. They also asked, do you know any Turkish gothics, punk, gothic rock, goth metal groups? For example, She Passed Away. I can't say that I do. I don't know any Turkish goth bands, unfortunately. That was all from them, so thank you for those questions. These next questions come from Goth Shark. I love that name so much. They asked, what are your favourite colours? Green. Black. Purple. They also asked, what is your favourite book? Honestly, it's a book called Dead Romantic, and it's like ridiculous. I talked about it a little bit in my favourite things video a little while ago. I explained it a bit better there, but yeah, it's a cheesy teenage romance book about these two girls that don't like each other at first and then they become friends, and one of them's like this weird scientist girl and the other one's like a hopeless romantic that wants like the perfect boyfriend, and she's so unlucky and da-da-da. It's really cliche. And they end up making a Franken boyfriend. It's ridiculous and I love it. They also asked asked how old were you when you first got into goth? So I was 15, 14 or 15. Yeah. Properly, I'd say 15. Through lockdown during COVID, I really started experimenting with fashion because where I live, it's quite rural and it's not a city or anything. So I would go on walks. I'd get all dressed up, all made up, and I'd go out for walks. Because no one would see me, so I wasn't at risk of people making fun of me. And plus, where I live, there's not really many like teenagers. There's not like any crime at all. So I knew I was safe. So yeah, that's how I sort of eased into the fashion. Like when I was 9 years old, I found It's Black Friday, the YouTuber, and I was obsessed. I wanted to look like her when I grew up. I was like, I have to look like this. Like, this is insane. This is amazing. And then I also found Toxic Tears, and she's also brilliant. I love both their channels. They are incredible people, and yeah, they inspired me to be who I am today, and I'm very thankful that I found them, and I still watch their videos to this day. They're literally in like my fairy goth mothers without even knowing it. And these last questions come from NanaLena666. They asked, do you shop for clothes online? If yes, do you have any tips on how to find nice clothes on these apps, like Vinted, etc.? I don't really shop for my clothes online. I've gotten like one or two things from Killstar, but usually I don't really shop online. I like to go to charity shops or thrift stores. And I've never really used Vinted, so I don't really have any advice for that, unfortunately. They also asked, do you have any goth band that you don't like? Previously, I have said The Cure, but I don't mind The Cure. Like, I don't dislike all their songs, just most of them. And they also asked, what other music genres / artists do you like? I'm a really big fan of Ashniko, Melanie Martinez as well. Those are my two sort of favourite like individual musicians. I love Ashniko, like obsessed. She is by far my favourite musician ever. Yeah, I love Billie Eilish also. I used to be really obsessed with her, and now I'm just kind of getting back into it a little bit. I really like her newest album. It's really cool. Like a whole range of different music. I really like rock. I like some forms of pop, mostly alternative pop, alternative rock. Yeah, a whole mixture, really. There's a lot of different things that I like. I couldn't really name them all, I don't think. If you're wondering why I'm here, it's because there were some extra questions that I've already filmed the video, but I can still put these in, so these will be in the video. It was from Bob Tomato, some numbers after. I cannot see the comment right now, so I can't read it word for word. And they asked what job I have as a goth and if they allow me my piercings, my hair. I'm actually on my way to work just now, and this is, you know, I've got my normal piercings, my face piercings, my hair, necklaces, earrings. Yeah, I'm allowed to dress the way I like. I'm a hairstylist, wig stylist, so there's a bit of freedom in the way I dress for jobs like that, which is really nice. But yeah, a lot of jobs can be quite strict on the way you look, unfortunately. So I do wish you the best of luck in finding a job. Yeah, as a goth. It can be difficult to find jobs. Luckily I've mostly only ever had hairdressing jobs, so I've kind of had that freedom. A lot of the time you can get judged for the way you look, and people will find you a bit like unhireable. But I do think it is getting better. I do think that it's becoming less of a thing. Like, it's less strict on tattoos and piercings for the job, for going into jobs, which I think is the way it should be. Wow, I feel like I have been talking for so long. It's been far over 10 minutes. Hopefully I can edit this video down. I'm gonna keep the outro short, just in case I can't edit things down as much as I'd like. Just one more time, I really want to thank you guys for supporting me, following my content, subscribing, liking my videos, leaving comments. Like, it really genuinely does like make me happy, and it's really sweet, and I'm just like, I still can't believe that I have 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Thank you so much for everyone that submitted questions. I really enjoyed answering them. thank you for a good range of questions as well. I feel like we had a good range of questions. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that. And I will hopefully see you in another video. Goodbye!